Hey guys, it's Iggy here, and yep, excuse the colonial marine statue. That's just there. We are doing, speaking of which, we're doing another aliens review. This is on a vehicle. Now you've already seen the Stinger XT-37. I can't remember. I think it's called that. It's been a while since I've looked at it. Only this one needs a special marine, Ripley. Yep. I think we all know what this vehicle is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and unfortunate xenomorphs to be around this at the time, and an unfortunate queen to be around this at the time, I present to you the Power Loader. Now, this is a little bit different. First of all, it does have a feature. You can roll this up. So, you know, you've got a gun there. Now, I'd say this is more of a combat version. This one's more built for combat than the one in the movie was more built for ordnance loading. And I say that because, well, it's got a giant gun here, it's got some guns on the side, it's got caterpillar tracks. It does differ from the one in the movie, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because the one in the movie was quite complicated, this is quite a little bit simpler. And honestly, you know, power loaders can come in various different shapes and sizes, so it's kind of logical, really. You can pretend this is a newer model or a different model or something, different variant. Now, when I got it, I did have to move one of the stickers, well, two of them. This one here was there, I had to pull it off and put super glue on, and I tried to do it with the other side, and it just fell to pieces. So, you know, that kind of sucked. And it's not like you can order replacement stickers, because Repro labels do only Transformers and Power Rangers. It'd be great if they did Kenner Alien stickers, it would be amazing. Although most of the stickers are in pretty good condition, except for that one there. It was like it when I got it. Good. Decent. Now, it does come in multiple parts in the box. Now, I did not get my mints, but, you know, I pretty much, you can just tell it's blatantly obvious. You know. Now, in the box, you get this piece. And it's good popping all this off because you can kind of see all the detail. A lot of it's been painted very nicely, all the pistons and such. So you got the gun there. You've got the missile. It has to go in like this, where that little nook bit is facing the top. You got your two arms with a button here, which can I don't think it'll grab Ripley very well. They can grab things, so that's pretty cool. And they are on ratchet clips. They clip in, and I did have to stiffen these up with a bit of glue. You can probably see some white bits on the edges there. I had to stiffen that up with a bit of glue, just because they were a little bit loose and they weren't holding their position too well, but now they hold just fine. Again, it's an old toy, so it's going to wear out. So you clip both of these on, and you get these two little guns. They clip on in holes there. Now, you could actually just, if you wanted one close to the movie, you could just have the gun in the back and no guns at all. But me, I kind of like the way it looks with the guns. It kind of gives it a bit more oomph. Now, another thing, you probably noticed Ripley has stickers on her. The camera's not focusing very well. I did make these stickers. The flamethrower one's better. These were copied off the original back when I was at my previous college, when I had ordered the massive box set of these on eBay. I made some stickers on Adobe Photoshop, as my previous college had it on the computers. Gimmick still works and everything, but the flame's pink for some reason, so that's a bit weird. I need to review her at some point. So I kind of copied as close as I could from the originals. And I'd say they do a pretty decent job. It says Flam 7 on it. And Ripley, of course, has Ripley, but I had super glue it on, so it's kind of faded a bit. Actually, if I just... You can probably see it. This one here is a little bit easy. There's a hair on it. Focus, silly camera, honestly. It doesn't want to focus, but you can see it there. It says 1 on it. It's a lot easier to see in person than it is on camera. Now, NECA actually did a revamp of this particular figure, and instead of coming with the flamethrower, it came with a smart gun, which is pretty cool actually, because we've never seen a smart gun before, nor have we ever seen Ripley with a smart gun, so that's pretty cool. It would have been even better if they included this as well with it, so you got 2 accessories. I mean, it was an Alien Day figure, but you know, 1 accessory is better than nothing. Although, imagine how cool it would have been to see a revamped version of this. That would have been amazing. Yeah, so, as you can see, she, you know, basically looks like... Bless me, sorry. And as I sneeze, I knock everything over. Oh dear. Got a bit of cold at the moment. So the revamped version of this looks more or less the same. It is the same sculpt as the 1986 version of Ellen Ripley, the figure they did. So it does not have this pouch, but it does have a new scarf piece, which is separate so it can move around. And she has the grenades and all that paint. So basically everything is painted sort of like this. And except with Sigourney Weaver's likeness. And you know what? It pulls it off really, really well. Like, it looks fantastic. I would not mind getting that. It would be one of the few NECA Marine figures I would happily track down. Mainly because I don't track a lot of the others down, because it's not that I don't like them, they are fantastic, but I've got the Kenner ones, so, you know, it would look a little bit weird having the Kenner ones and the NECA ones. I don't know, plus I don't have that much room. And they've just revealed a Frost and Newt figure as well, and bloody hell, they look amazing. Still, back to the figure. As I was saying, you do get the missile firing gimmick with this black button at the top. Oh, I caught it pretty good with my fingers that time. It does come with looking at details here, it does come with 2 additional guns, 2 laser blasters, we'll say they are. And it comes with some machine guns here. So you got a double barrel machine gun here, you got one here, and then you got your grabby. Paint-wise, it is very nice. You've got some nice paint in the arms. These caution strips are stickers. So, you know, it's nice that they did include stickers. And the stickers hold on this pretty well, actually. Unfortunately, I cannot find the date stamping on this, which is a pain in the ass. Oh, I found it. It's right there. Just about there in the arm. That's not a bad place to hide it, actually. Would have been better if they included it on the, you know, the base. In fact, what is a shame, and it's not the end of the world here, is it would have been nice if they included tracks. Not tracks, little faux wheels underneath so you could just roll along. That would be pretty nice, but I don't know. I mean, it's not the end of the world. But, you know, it doesn't really matter too terribly much. You know, like I said, it's not a big deal. Be cool if they include it, but not a big deal that they don't have it. Size and scale with a Marine. Pretty decently sized. Size and scale with the original NECA Queen. Sorry, NECA, I meant Kenner. It's a bit big for the Queen. Which means that Ripley, you know, is obviously going to be not much shorter than the Queen. The Flying Queen, however, has a bit more height to her and a ridiculous wingspan. So, you know, and she's a good figure, actually. I've already reviewed her in the past. Now, to attach a Marine in, what you do, hold the cannon back, try and get these arms, actually, no, take these and just turn them down. Take this whole section here and lift it up. It's on a very nice ratchet. And you got the C-clip in here. And you take a Marine. Any Marine will do. The main Marines I would recommend using Ripley because, well, she uses it in the movie. Hudson and Apone. They both have the body, you know, the same body, just different paint jobs. And their arms are both straight out like that. In fact, I'll just go get them. Give me 1 second. Apone here. Here is Apone. You can sort of see his arms are straight. So we'll just test it with him first. You just clip him in there, like that. And his feet fit in okay. But what's good is, unlike the others, he holds onto the controls the best. Because his arms are straight. But he ends up leaning forward a bit, which is kind of stupid. Anyway, you know, things can be sorted out. You can just persevere a little bit. I'm not really doing a good demonstration here. Ripley, on the other hand, you've got a bit more work with her, which is not the greatest thing in the world. I'm just going to bounce it on my knee here so you can sort of see. You have to get these controls in there like that. And this one is a pain in the arse because you sort of have to kind of bend it out of place and then she'll start wanting to shift into different positions and all that, and it's a pain in the bum. But, you know, persevere with it, and you will be able to pull it off, and then just close this, close it carefully. Now, she will start to levitate a bit Hang on. So, you know, you are going to have a bit of a levitation problem, but you can't really tell from the front. And honestly, that looks good. Again, the controls also differ as well. In the movie, they would have been on the arms here. So I thought it was pretty cool. Grabby gimmick. Let's test that against Apone here. Poor Apone. Oh, actually, no, we can say he needs a lift. So we're going to grab him by the leg. I'm going to raise him up. And he works pretty well. Again, I just released it, so... Works pretty well. Not bad. Against another figure, we're going to get... Actually, we'll just do it with one of the queens. We'll take the flying queen. I've just got to remove her wing. Actually, no, I won't click the wings. She will... You got to persevere with it a bit, but if you get it just right, you can get it so it grabs her. And... unfortunately, the arm is not strong enough to hold the weight of this. See, unless you position it just right, but then the whole thing will just... And that's weight distribution. That's not the figure's fault. That's weight distribution. So there's not really anything you can do about that. Oh, God. Ugh, my nose. Still. So that's the power loader. Let's take a close look at some details. We've got power... 3 loader or power loader 3. You've got SU7 there. Got some caution strips. Got some hydraulics, all nicely painted. Some techno detail here. I mean, that's power loader there. That's supposed to be power loader. It's on both sides. And you do get 2 stickers on the top. So the stickers are mainly symmetrical, which is kind of good, really, for all you OCD people out there. I mean, I've got a little bit of OCD myself, not loads. It does also have moulded on it N1725, right about there. You can probably see it. I don't know how well you can see it, but, you know. God, this cold is driving me up the wall. In fact, another great thing about paint detail, and I've already showed this in the review, look at the veins paint on there. That's cool. And Apone having no bugs on his shirt. That's pretty cool, actually. I like these Marines. They've got their own personality and vibe to them. Unfortunately, though, and this is a bit of a shame, it would have been nice if this had a storage place when the figure is in power loader mode. I mean, you could sort of maybe wedge it in at the back here. I don't know. You could. You could wedge it in there, but like I said, it really don't work. I don't know, I'm just thinking here, I'm just brainstorming with this. I suppose I mean, you could get some blue tack and then just tack it to the back or something. But then that'll inhibit this from coming down, so, you know. And it's not like you can have her in a power loader, controlling it with one arm and holding the flamethrower out in the other. Because the figure just simply does not have the posability to do that. That's not the figure's fault, that's just how figures were in the time. And I don't blame them for that. In fact, I don't actually mind the 6 points of articulation, the head, the arms, the waist, and the legs. I don't mind that at all, because the figures make up for it really good, for looking really cool. Fun fact, actually, they're based off of a TV show which never aired, called Operation Aliens, which was obviously a kiddified version of the Aliens movie. So, of course, you had the Marines, the Colonial Marines, or Space Marines in this case, but we'll stick with Colonial Marines. So you had the Colonial Marines versus many different types of aliens. All xenomorph, of course, so, you know, you had a queen and all that. And the TV show was cancelled, but then they had a lot of merchandise that they, you know, they had all the merchandise made, they had all the figures made, and they just went and released them. And that was a brilliant idea, because, you know, flipping awesome stuff here. I mean, this is awesome. It would have been cool if the TV show had aired. I mean, the only thing is there's some screenshots of it visible that, on the internet, if you look carefully, some screenshots, but it's better than nothing. But still, on to the power loader itself. Let me just, I'll keep Ripley in for display purposes. Do I recommend getting this power loader? Bet your bottom dollar I do. Bet your bottom dollar. As that guy in Robocop would say, I'd buy that for $1. I'd pay freaking for 20 quid for this, or $20 if you're in America. I think that's probably how much this would have cost in stores when it was out at the time. I'm not sure. Maybe 15 if you're lucky. I don't know. But this was one you should track down. And do get Ripley with it. In fact, most people probably won't do this, just because, like, back then, the kids didn't either. But I would actually recommend getting the Marines, because, I mean, the Marines didn't sell well just because they were humans, but I actually think the Marines are cool. They're important characters in the movie. I mean, if you've seen the movie like me, you'll kind of get some nostalgia from having the Marines. You know, and I definitely enjoy the Marines. I enjoy the power loader. I enjoy all the other vehicles. I've only got 2 vehicles. There's about 4.5 actually. You've got ATAX, which is a Marine and can turn into a thing. You've got the power loader, the Stinger XT-37. You've got the hover tread and the drop ship, which traps an alien in a pod and then drops it into oblivion. I wouldn't mind having that one, but it's a bit big, and just give me a sec. This shelf right here is what I used to store all my Kenner figures on. They're currently down there at the moment just because I took them off and I'm having a look at them all, and the white boar's chilling on the bed. But yeah, this is the XT-37. Actually, does it say XT-37 on it? No, it does not. But it has some nice stickers. Again, the stickers on this are pretty well done as well. I've already reviewed this on this channel. I got all my NECA figures, Godzilla, and I do have a Jason and Freddy are both there. But yeah, you know, that's the problem, you see, getting the other, if I was to get the other vehicles, I would have to have a bit of a bigger shelf. Not to mention, Kenner have done Predator and Robocop as well, and Terminator. Honestly, the only Terminator figure I'd really pick up is the endoskeletons and the exploding T-1000, because the others just looked really ridiculous. Yeah, they did look ridiculous. The Predator ones, they were cool. They were cool. I mean, NECA have done some revamps of them, which is nice, actually. And revamps look good, but I'd probably go for the Kenner versions, just because the Kenner versions were, you know, what they had at the time, and they were, you know, they were the originals. And I always go for originals with stuff. I mean, I don't know, I might make the odd exception, but with this, I go for the originals. I mean, Hudson's an original. I got him. He's fecking rare, but still. Final rating. Yeah, pick this up. What am I going to give this? I'm going to give it, let's see, a 9 out of 10. The only thing really letting it down is they can't store this anymore, so that's just going to fly about everywhere. But yeah, a good solid 9 for this this power loader. If a Marine's with it, it's a 10 out of 10 instantly, because the Marine instantly adds to it. I mean, the Marine adds to it. I mean, look at that. That just looks neat. The cage is a bit different from the movie itself, but then again, the whole thing is. And yeah, it differs massively from the movie variant. Is that a problem? Not really. Like I said, vehicles can come in many different shapes and sizes and different variations. It's like cars. Not all cars are going to look the same, are they? So, power loaders don't have to look the same. You see what I'm getting at? You know, this could be a different model, different variant. Maybe Mark 3, Mark 4. Imagine it like the Iron Man suits. They're all different, but they're all different models. They're all different marks. You've got Mark 45, Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3. So, you know, you could probably put the same principle to the power loader. It says 3 there, so let's just pretend this is power loader Mark 3, and the one in the movie was a Mark 2, maybe? Or maybe this could be Mark 3C, Mark 3 Combat Edition. Yeah, let's go with that. But yeah, do pick this up. It's not bad. I think it's pretty good. I think it's worth the investment in the money. And so is the NECA version. In fact, if you get this and NECA version, and get both the original Kenner and the NECA version of the Kenner Ripley, and have them both in the powers next to each other, you're going to have a really cool display. I'd do it. What's holding me back? Money. That power loader the NECA's done is top-notch good, but it's expensive. Yeah. But still, pick this up. Worth your investment. Like the NECA version. I'm not saying the NECA version is worse than this, or this is better than the NECA version. I'm not saying that. They're both equal in my opinion. I think they're both really good. They both have some good strengths. Some weaknesses. The NECA version is a little bit brittle in some areas, like the pipes and all that. But still, it happens. But still, this thing is worth your investment. Like other collector figures. Like the other Kenner figures. They are worth your investment. Just watch out for Vasquez. She is an expensive one. And as rare as hell. Yeah. Still. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.